If Jaron Ennis was working with Eddie Hearn, he would have been a champion by now, a superstar. I mean, you can say that he already is. Yes, he is. Everybody knows that how good he is, how brilliant he is. But it is still a possibility, right? It is still a potential because he did not get an opportunity to fight a big name, a name with great name value like Keith Thurman, Errol Spence Jr., and Jordanis Ugas, those kind of names. Then you can say, what difference does Eddie Hearn was going to make if people don't want to fight him? There is one difference that Eddie would have made. Eddie has, with all his flaws, he has some really good qualities. He is really good at sacrificing a good fighter for a great fighter. What do I mean by that? We all saw the boxing match between Canelo Alvarez and Dimitri Bivol. Bivol was matchroom fighter, right? And Canelo has a good relationship with the matchroom. So Eddie knew that in the future, if Canelo works with them, that means greater revenue for them, greater brand value of matchroom and DAZN increases, right? So, and in that fight, Eddie was publicly cheering for Canelo. He said that in this fight week, I am Canelo promoter and Frank Smith, who is Matchroom CEO, he is Bivol promoter. So he was willing to sacrifice his own champion at a different weight division because it would have bring him bigger brand value. So that's what I mean by that. Suppose that if Jaron Ennis was fighting under Matchroom banner, then every good fighter on welterweight Eddie would have thrown him to Jaron Ennis. Like Conor Ben, he would have thrown Conor Ben to Jaron Ennis with blink of his eye because he knows that Conor Ben has a good name. Boots will beat him. Boots will become a bigger superstar. So he knows the risk and reward thing. The thing with Al Haymon is, and its loyalty is a really good thing. You can't blame him. That he, the fight boxers who are with him like Spence, Thurman, Ugas, he listens to them and he still, even in all of them are in their 30s, take take care of what their preferences are, right? So what they are looking for. But AD does not care about that, and for good reasons. Suppose that people are not wanting to fight Boots, right? But AD would have asked the boxer, why don't you want to fight him? Okay, I will give you $5 million, fight him. AD would have taken loss in 3 fights. He would have paid opponent bigger amount to just to fight Boots because he was sure, he would have been sure that Boots was going to destroy them, and there he would have become a bigger star. And after all the 3 losses, in the rest of the fight, he would have generated great revenue, and Eddie would have been making huge profit. So that's how Eddie Hearn works, man. That's why he's so successful. That's why he has so many fighters. Because if you look at PBC stable, all of their great champions are in their 30s, except Morel, Romero. If he is not protected really well, how long he is going to be a champion? Tank, he does not care about the belt. He just care about huge pile of money. Whoever he is fighting, he should be the A side and he should get the most profit. And there is nothing wrong with that. But Eddie cares about everything. He cares about money. He cares about superstars in his rank. He cares about the presentations, how a champion should be perceived as. That's why he makes all kind of fight. He makes stay busy fight. He makes stay relevant fights and he makes great fights. That's why Canelo Alvarez has worked with him over and over again. That's why Devin Haney, when he was done with Top Rank, he went straight back to Eddie Hearn because he knows with all his big mouth and flaws and yipping and yapping, he does a great job. And Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia is a proof of that. Once Devin was done with the fight against Regis Prograis, Eddie should have asked for Matias, right? Or Rolly Romero. He did not. He was talking about Ryan Garcia because he knows that even though Ryan Garcia does not bring anything about the legacy of Devin Haney, he does not add anything. But if Devin Haney is going to beat Ryan, then he is going to become a superstar because he saw what Tank fight did, and Tank that fight between Tank and Ryan that make even Tank name bigger. And forget about the amount of money they generated. So that's why if Boots was with Eddie Hearn, he would have been a bigger superstar by now. If people were not willing to fight him, he would have paid huge money just for them to agree to fight Boots because he knows that Boots was gonna beat him. So that's my take, and I would love to hear your comment. And thanks for watching. Take care and be well in the world.